Hey friends, and welcome to this new video. Today we're talking about Garten of Banban 9. In this video I want to share with you a theory that I think is really interesting, and it's about the possible release of the next teaser trailer for Chapter 9. Because yes, there's a real chance that the teaser could arrive sooner than we think. This isn't a random theory. It's a theory based on a pattern that the Euphoric Brothers already followed in 2024 and 2025. If we look closely at the moves they made with the previous chapters, you can notice a certain pattern. So in this video, we're going to break that pattern down. We'll look at what happened with the previous chapters. I'll explain everything, connecting all the dots one by one, because in my opinion, something really lines up here. And if this theory is correct, we might be much closer to the first official video than we think. Before we start, I just want to quickly ask you something. If you enjoy these analysis and theory videos about Garten of Banban, leave a like because it really helps the channel a lot. And if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe now so you don't miss the next updates. As soon as something new drops, we'll talk about it right here. With that said, let's start analyzing and see why the teaser for Garten of Banban 9 might be closer than it seems. If we carefully look at the previous years, there's one detail that, in my opinion, cannot be ignored. The Euphoric Brothers seem to move according to a certain timing connected to the releases of Poppy Playtime. And when something like this happens more than once, in 2 consecutive years, it starts to look like a pattern. Let's take a step back. On the 30th of January 2024, Poppy Playtime, Chapter 3, was released. Just a little over 2 weeks later, on February 17, the second teaser trailer for Garten of Banban 7 was published. Now let's move forward 1 year. On the 30th of January 2025, Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 was released. And what happened next? On February 21, the Euphoric Brothers released Garten of Banban 0. Not only that, but around the same time they had also published the official trailer for Chapter 0. Once again, only a few weeks after the release of Poppy Playtime, they became active with something important related to Garten of Banban. 2 consecutive years with very similar timing. And now we get to the present. Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 was released on February 18. If we follow the pattern from 2024 and 2025, this is exactly the time when we should start expecting a move, maybe with new images or new teasers. If the logic of the past 2 years is respected once again, the next few weeks could be crucial. And when a studio repeats certain timings more than once, I personally start paying attention. However, there's an important detail that makes this situation a bit different compared to previous years. Yes, about 2 weeks have already passed since the release of Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. So if we follow the 2024 and 2025 pattern, we could expect some kind of movement right around these days. But this time there's another factor we need to consider, and it's not a small one. Next week, the trailer for the new episode of The Amazing Digital Circus will most likely be released. Since the new episode is scheduled to come out on March 20, it's not unlikely that the Euphoric Brothers might decide to wait specifically to avoid overlap. This wouldn't be the first time they avoid this kind of overlap. In the past, they've already shown that they know how to move with careful timing, choosing moments when the spotlight is more open and less crowded. So this is definitely one possibility we need to keep in mind. If that's the case, then the timeline shifts slightly. In this scenario, the ideal window could be the week following the release of the new episode of The Amazing Digital Circus. That would be a logical move. Wait for the main wave of attention to pass, and then return with something significant related to Garten of Banban 9. So, this is the theory. Tell me in the comments your opinions and what do you think. Stay tuned for the next videos with new information and updates. Bye bye and see you soon.